When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.
Talk about yesterday's evening game.
Manchester
United versus Spurs.
What's that for the hoopers?
3-2.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
Tobes,
that's just disgusting.
I'm gonna come straight over to you.
Pogba had the same haircut as Tobes.
That game. I saw your tweet.
Why did who copied who? Pogba or Tobes?
Copied who? What?
With the haircut.
Oh, what's a save?
Quality save.
Leicester.
Yeah, let's start slowly but surely growing back into the game.
this.
Yeah, but Tobes, give me your thoughts on the game. I saw you had like quite a passionate tweet. At full time. I want to get your thoughts on the game first.
Hey, why do you tweet like that, fam?
What?
Oh, I'm so disappointed in Sonny and Oggy.
Sonny and Reggie.
Sonny and Oggy.
No. And then I was totally pissed off with the boys, like away from home.
Same again as last week. Can't believe it.
Can't believe it. Anyway, subscribe. Yeah.
You know what I hate is, bro. All I'm saying is just pure facts. You just don't like the way I'm delivering what I'm saying, but
it's drugs to me. It's drugs to me. I love it.
I love it.
Word to my right. Word to my right.
Can I ask the question though? What in the tweet did I say anything that was incorrect?
No.
So
I just want to get your thoughts on the game, brother.
On the game, I think both teams showed their true colours. Like Man United showed why they're struggling this season because they despite all the names they have, they are just not a good side. Like they're incapable of controlling matches. They're incapable of putting sustained pressure on sides. They're incapable of dictating games even on their own turf.
Sorry, let me just stop you there, Tubbs. You see when you said that, yeah, and at the start of the season we were saying we're not title challengers because we have no midfield. Everything you said is just a reflection of our midfield. And everyone was like, nah, you have to win because you signed it. I said, we have no midfield. What do you expect us to do?
We've been saying this for 6 years.
But still, you got to hold that Champions League for on. We need to see something.
Yeah.
We need to see something.
Hey, you saw 3 somethings last night.
Sorry, because Ronaldo crashed it against Ben Davies. Yeah, that'll show him, isn't it? That'll show him, right?
Wait, you should have signed for record.
That'll show him.
Hey, what's his name? Alfred Romero. What's his name?
He was shouting at my man. Who was he shouting at?
Why did he shout? Why did he shout Ronaldo?
Listen, to be fair, he didn't actually play poorly, but again, he didn't. He struck him and Doherty again. He just no brain between them for that goal. Like Ronaldo is the best guy on this pitch at heading the ball, and you literally give him a free run up to score the hat trick.
So poor, man.
I actually think, as I said, the game for me, both sides showed why they are where they are, and I just think Man United just had a ultra clinical Ronaldo on their side, but I also think he was aided by some pretty horrendous defending. Like I've got to say, like the first goal, fantastic strike, like amazing strike. Lloris ain't saving that, but you have to ask yourself a question: why on earth has Cristiano Ronaldo got acres of time and space to control the ball, look up, pick his spot, and lever the ball? Like, when
Fred Quinn activates his long,
Fred
that Fred Quinn multiplier,
fam,
bro.
Boy,
he to be fair, he bossed. He played well yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
And I think like Bentancur, I was looking for him to actually do something in the game yesterday, and I think he was poor. That's the worst game I've seen from Bentancur in a Spurs shirt this season. I think that's down to Fred. That's down to Fred doing his job. You lot's guy Oilberger.
Oh, good. You lot's guy.
No,
how dare you? How dare you?
I'm saying you call him Oilberger, and I'm saying he had a good game yesterday. But fundamentally, I think the game boiled down to this. I think we actually used the ball better than Man United. We got in behind so easily. Like there was one passage of play, I couldn't believe it in the second half. I said, where is Man United's midfield? The ball, I think it was Ben Davies, one pass into Højbjerg, and we bypassed their front line and their midfield, and we're in on their defence. I couldn't believe, in fact, I could believe how bad they were playing, and yet they beat us, which tells you how poor we are defensively and how inconsistent we are going forward. Son, shocking game yesterday, absolutely shocking performance, and it's become apparent. And it's become apparent when he plays, when we tell him to play narrow and he comes infield and he's trying to get involved in build-up, he's horrible.
Play narrow, play wide.
As in so come inwards, play narrow. So our width comes from our wing backs.
How long has he got left on his contract?
You signed a new one.
It's nothing to do with his contract.
No, I'm just asking generally.
He signed a new contract last summer.
Idiot.
To be fair, so you ain't. Anyway, I'm not talking about you.
But yeah, I just think fundamentally, when we got the ball into good positions, we didn't do well enough with the final ball, and that's down to Son, that's down to Reguilon, that's down to Doherty. I think our best players yesterday were Kulusevski, Højbjerg, and probably Ben Davies. The rest of them, I don't think.
I thought Doherty was alright. You know, he was causing Tellers problems.
His off the ball movement is good.
Yeah.
But I think his final ball was.
Oh yeah, his final ball was on.
Defensively, he couldn't get close to Jadon Sancho.
I thought your formation really troubled us.
It always troubles us.
Yeah,
though,
that formation always troubles us. And also, because your strikers were your attackers were playing quite narrow, they were getting into pockets, and Fred and Matic couldn't really deal with it. And then second half, I was especially watching Pogba, and what he served up was, and forget on the ball,
He was terrible.
off the ball.
Pogba on the ball, and it's not nice.
It was scary. Like it was like, and it was like, I'm gonna pretend to press. And Højbjerg and them man just had all the time in the world. It was just he was really, really bad. Like I think he was probably the worst player on the pitch.
Even his one-on-ones, like
Yeah,
usually when Pogba gets you one-on-one, he does something.
I don't know.
So in order, I think Pogba was the worst, followed by Son, followed by Rashford, followed by Reguilon. I think they were the 4 worst players on the pitch from yesterday.
Reguilon got to good positions, but he was very wasteful.
poor.
And to be fair, so everyone's talking about United. That's the worst game I've seen United play under Ralph, because we actually do control games. It gets until like maybe 70 minutes, and then somebody in the defense does a mad thing, and then the game becomes basketball. But yesterday, I think we got outplayed. I thought we were really, 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 really poor. And I think outside of, I think Ronaldo was good. Sancho was good, and
Tellers was Tellers and Fred. I think Fred was.
yeah, Fred was good. Pogba was horrendous. Varane was okay. Maguire, the own goal of Maguire, it's just like, come on, dog.
Come on, your positioning,
That's a
fella.
dog.
Bro. Yeah,
Come on
now, dog.
Come on,
Come on, man. It's like every game he's going to do Mazine. Guaranteed. Death, taxes, and Maguire error is guaranteed. It's fucking guaranteed. And the way the wing backs were pamming us was insane. It was insane. So yeah, I don't know how Seb thought about the game, but watch that game was so frustrating. And really, that Ronaldo bailed us out. Like long story short, he bailed us out because we were pathetic.
Yeah, for sure. And Sebi, I'm gonna come straight over to you. Before we even talk about the game, Rashford, you know, a lot's been made up. Not his performance, but a lot's been made up about his off the field stuff. I saw Gary Neville tweet, absolutely horrible,
insane.
I don't
Insane
know
tweet, bro.
what was going through his head when he said that, but
Gana was a fucking punk.
I just want to get your thoughts, Sebi, on that in particular before we even come into the game.
The thing is, like, you see Gary Neville, yeah. I can't respect a man when you're like 45 years old, yeah. No, what is he? He's 45, 50, and you're like next to Roy Keane, and he's your OG.
Yeah.
You can't have an OG.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, you need to he's not your captain. I think he's still calling him captain. Right,
Skip.
Still
Skip.
calling Skip and that, yeah.
He's calling Skip.
So you
He's
need
such
to,
a beta.
And then
Fam.
also, on top of that, yeah, and this is what I find super interesting. Maguire was fisting man up in Mykonos, right? And then when it comes to like Maguire critique, it's all, maybe he's had a hangover from this, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Literally about a month ago, there was all things being leaked from like Maguire's camp. Yeah, there was no noise on that. And I go back to maybe about a year ago when, like, you know, the Black Lives Matter thing was like super prominent, and Neville was like, yeah, maybe like I did overlook some stuff, and maybe, you know, you just don't know, whatever, and with Sterling or whatever. And he's pretty much doing this similar thing. He thinks it's cool because he's a Man United legend and Rashford plays for Man United, so he's trying to, you know, like chat on that one. But bro, you're literally doing the same thing that you owned up to ignoring about Sterling. And for me, just like, especially on the third point, about Rashford's voice and that or whatever. Bro, Rashford signed to Rock Nation, bro. We're good over here. Yeah, bro, we're signed
And
to
also,
the Rock.
why does he think Rashford's gonna go? What, he still think he's got to Stoke,
Fam.
bro? If he's cutting to a big team.
Rashford has had links for the last 3 years with
Barca
like
and
PSG, Barcelona, bro. Even Thomas Tuchel, he's a big fan. If Rashford goes Chelsea, then fam, you know what I'm saying? Up the Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So, fam, like, either way, if Rashford leaves Man United, he's going to a big team. I don't know where you think he's gonna go, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what Man United fans need to understand, is regardless of what you think about him, there's other fans, especially outside of the continent, that have seen what he's done for Man United, that seen that during injuries, he's put Man United on his back. He scores the most important goals in this team. Over the last 4 or 5 years, he's the one that's crashed it on big teams, right? And there's it's been nobody but him, right? So for me, yeah, I mean, what he's done is written. And if he has to leave, then he leaves, innit? It is what it is.
I think Neville's still thinking that Man United are still like,
he still thinks, yeah,
they're
bro,
massive, like,
Well, you see the thing about the old days.
it's the old days. It's the old days.
They're the old days.
So
bro.
that's what
He
he's
still
thinking,
thinks
like,
that we're
yeah,
levels, bro.
yeah.
Relax.
I don't understand it. He keeps talking about, if they want to leave this club,
He could leave.
every man leaves and glows up,
Bro.
Them man were going on like Di Maria's dead. Di Maria left and he glowed
And he
up.
started smashing up, bro.
I'm so desperate for Rashford to cut.
glow
Because this
up.
team is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He'll glow up.
So that third point was just, and the thing with Rashford, I think I said it on the previous pods, there's been bare leaks, The person that leaks the most is clearly Maguire, because nobody's gonna randomly leak positive stuff about Maguire and Luke Shaw. Their man are always, it's true. What?
mad.
No, but why is somebody else leaking on
Wow.
leaks? Why is that Bailly or Matt is gonna leak on
yeah,
positive
yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Something super funny, is they're calling Rashford stuff a leak, and I can't bother to speak about it. Rashford stuff is not a leak.
It's not.
If Rashford's agents are saying that Rashford's not happy, that's not a leak. I'm basically saying I am not happy, and whether I want a new contract or I want to start, that's basically what happened. I'm not telling you the inner workings of what's going on in the team.
Yeah.
That's a leak. When
Yeah.
something's happening within the team that has nothing to do with you, and you're feeding that to the press, that's a leak.
Basically, his agents are doing what he's supposed to do.
every single club's doing. Salah's doing it right now.
Facts.
Right, to get a new contract.
Facts.
Everyone does it, right, in regards to reporting to the press when they're trying to leverage a new contract or something's not going their way. He's speaking about himself. He's not leaking anything to the press.
I think with this whole Rashford thing though, I think Ragnick's response to it was fair. I think
Not
it was
class.
I think it was
If
fair.
you wanna
I think
leave,
it
you
was-
leave.
I think it was valid.
I wish we had this ages ago. I've been saying, fam, I've been saying from ages ago that we should have, like, let's say even like Jose when he wanted to get rid of Martial Pogba, regardless if it's wrong or right, I've been saying if players want to duck, let them go. Let them go, bro. Like, I don't get why fans are saying, "Oh, fam, like, nah, they should have
Let
got."
my
Bro,
people
let them
go.
go. Let them go, bro. Let them, fam. On this, what is it, Moses and that? Let them go, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. Honestly, because in my opinion, I think if you don't let them go, you don't give the manager or whoever is controlling whatever the best chance to succeed. If he feels like, regardless of what we feel about the player, Conte has done it bare times where we might feel like these players are the best players or whatever, and he just he got rid of Diego Costa when he was slapping. He let man go. It didn't matter to him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm saying, like, give the managers the best chance. So if Rashford is not the best player for Ralph Ragnick, then let him go. For me, personally, I feel like he's still one of our best players, but I would be a hypocrite if I said, oh, like, he shouldn't go, and the manager wants him gone, and let's keep him, or I'm going to be annoyed. No, like, let him go. Let them. I've been saying, I said when Jose said Pogba should go, I said same thing. Pogba should go, should cut. So same thing. If Ralph wants Rash to go, Rash should go. For me, I think Rash would bang elsewhere, and it'll be a loss to Man United. But I'd love to see us succeed. We ain't succeeded for ages, so give the manager the best chance, and the manager ultimately will die on his sword. Simple as that.
It's facts.
Yeah, let Rashford go. Hey, Rashford. Hey, if Rashford signs a new contract, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, bro. Don't sign, bro. Don't sign.
But what is the football solution for Rashford now?
The football solution is
scary
giving up
how
this.
bad he's playing.
Shall I tell you something? Yeah, and I've been thinking about it or whatever. Yeah, is he's playing like like post lockdown after his first injury. So I think it was that when the Euros got postponed. So when we come back here, whatever, he's playing like then. So at that time, he was keeping it super simple. He didn't do nothing. Like, he literally didn't do nothing but like walk on the pitch, just pass it, keep it simple. He didn't want to make too much mistakes or whatever. You know, the thing is like when you're a player that like thrives on like taking players on or whatever, once your confidence is gone you can't take players on, you're struggling. You can't do it. And that's what I'm seeing with him. I'm seeing that he's even scared to even attempt because he don't want to make mistakes. He don't want to lose his place. But in my opinion, you have to keep trying. The only positive thing I'd say from this whole situation is Ralph saying that Rashford's smashing up in training. He's saying he's smashing up in training, he's just not doing it in the match. So that's positive for me because I'm just like, if he's shit in training and if he's shit in the match, then it's a real problem. But if you're smashing up in training, but you can't translate it to the big game, it's obviously it's a confidence issue. So I think just right off the season, maybe you don't go to the World Cup. You got to hold that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's your fault for staying, for playing injured, going to the Euros, doing all that shit. That's your fault,
I think that's his biggest error, man.
That's one of your biggest errors, regardless of Man United, whatever. That's your fault. So if he missed the World Cup, that's a big lesson. He's got to hold that. Come back next season fresh, and then 2 years time he'll be 26. He'll be Euros again. You should be in your prime at 26, and then you go again next tournament. Now he deserves to miss out.
Yeah, he does. I think with him as well. Yeah. Now that Sancho's there, listen, Sancho's not had a good season, but it's clear to see now that he's now starting to find his feet at Man United, and with him starting to find his feet at United, that spells problems for, in my opinion, for Marcus Rashford as a starting option, because I think on the right hand side I don't think he's good, and then up front I don't think he's good as well. So I get that your fans want to sell him, but me personally, from the outside looking in, I think now is an opportunity for him to sort of maybe repurpose his role at Man United as a sort of rotational piece who can compete with Jadon Sancho. Because as it stands now,
I don't think Sancho should be playing left wing though. The thing is because
he plays well though.
But I think he plays well in regards to like good dribbling or whatever. But like even like earlier in the season when Sancho was playing bad, I see him do some things on the right wing, and I was like, wait, this is exactly what we need. This guy went on the outside and delivered a decent cross. Like, why are we like forcing this issue, right? Obviously, see, the difficult thing is, about football, and it happens from all different levels, is the manager is the most important thing. So Ralph Rangnick has an affinity to Sancho because he's always wanted him. If I wanted you since I was 17, 16, and I finally kept it, whatever, I'm going to do the best thing for you to succeed. It's a manager thing, do you know what I'm trying to say? So a next manager might say, all right, actually, if Thomas Tuchel comes into Man United right now, Rashford's playing left wing. Big facts. Thomas Tuchel wanted Rashford at PSG. He's playing Rashford left wing, and it's gonna be totally different. And then again, I think Sancho could play right wing, and I feel like we'll have better balance. But 100%, Thomas Tuchel will be Rashford's type of player, and Rashford will be in the best position for him to thrive. So it's just about the manager that comes in. I feel like if Ten Hag comes in, it's peak for Rashford because I think that spells similar ideologies to Ralph Rangnick, and then also Ralph is gonna have a lot of influence on Ten Hag, and he's already speaking. Ten Hag's already speaking about I want a director of football. It's whatever. However, Pochettino, again, another fan of Rashford, probably plays Rashford in his best position.
Pochettino, don't come here, man.
Yeah, I'm not on that.